Hi villagers, we're the Tadros family. David, Jane, you know Elias, and for those of you who have been around for a while, you'll know Jaleel, who's behind the camera, and Nadia also. And we have something to share for Gimme Shop.
During the year, Jane and I are both teachers, but in the summertime, we run a food concession business, and we travel from fair to fair, and we end up at the New York State Fair, which was the largest fair in the Northeast right now. It's the fourth largest in America. We started about 30 years ago with one stand, and now we're up to 14 different stands. And today, we're going to show you and share with you a couple of our favorites at our stands. Hope you enjoy. Hope you're being safe and staying home.
State Fair has over 100,000 visitors each day. And the fair runs for 13 days in August. And this year it was also supposed to go for an additional 5 days. So it would have been 18 days at the end of August. Unfortunately for this year, because of the COVID pandemic, the New York State Fair is not happening. But this is a typical day at the fair, wall-to-wall people. We have 3 different roasted corn booths in different locations throughout the fair. You can see one of them right here. They are trailers that we made that are particular for the corn booth. And you can see our corn roasting machines over there. And that's what our corn looks like. We could either get street corn or regular corn that is dipped in a bowl of butter. We also have a booth called Shake It Up, which sells milkshakes and different sandwiches and things. And our famous item here is called a hot beef sundae. Hot beef sundae looks like this. It is mashed potatoes, roast beef, cheese, a dollop of sour cream on top, and a cherry tomato that looks like a sundae, but it's actually a hearty meal. It's one of our most popular items, as well as our hand-done milkshakes. We also run what's called the milk bar, where we sell a cup of milk for 25 cents. You may not think that this is a big deal, but for whatever reason, everybody that comes to the fair gets a cup of milk. And you can either get chocolate milk or white milk in a little cup. And that is a line that starts at 10 in the morning when the building opens and does not end until 9 o'clock at night when the building closes. We also run a booth called a potato booth, which is actually in a little building at the fairgrounds. Potato booth also always has a line, but the potato booth is to advertise New York State agriculture, and we sell our potatoes for $1, where you can get a baked potato or a sweet potato with all the fixings for $1. There is always a line at that booth. We also sell waffles and other pastries, and those are examples of our waffles. We top them with fruit, ice cream, whipped cream, and all kinds of other things. We also have another booth that's called Sweet Temptations, which sells pastries. And we have a cheese booth that sells cheese to promote New York State cheeses. Here we have our cheese sculpture lady, and we also have handmade mac and cheese that you can order with different things. My favorite is buffalo crab mac and cheese. And we also have 4 different bars that feature a bottom fill system called Bottoms Up that has our craft beers and moonshine slushes. One of our newest booths at the Milky Bun booth is making a cotton candy burrito. And you'll see right here where we take cotton candy and we flatten it out, add our ice cream, put some toppings on top. We use local ice cream that is sold only in New York State to support their local products. We have a choice of all different kinds of toppings, and then we roll it into a burrito. This is at a booth called Milky Buns, which also sells donuts that are sliced in half, filled with ice cream and toppings, and then put into a special machine that melts or seals the donut, makes it hot, and the ice cream stays cold inside. But there is our cotton candy burrito.
Hi, at the fair, we don't grill our corn on a charcoal grill. We use one of our propane run machines. We have 3 of these machines. This is actually the baby of the machines that we have. It's the smallest of all of them. This one holds about 300 ears of corn, and it cooks 300 ears of corn in about 20 minutes. So theoretically, in an hour, we can have 900 ears of corn cooked. It's pretty good. We can keep up at a pretty good pace at the fair. So what happens is it runs on a conveyor. The fresh corn goes on the baskets here, and then they travel into the machine, and out of the top of the machine comes piping hot roasted cooked corn, just like we had on the grill, but now it's coming out of the machine roasted. And this is how we do it at the fair. If you don't have a machine like we do, you can just take your corn and put it on the grill. Put your grill on medium, and you're going to roast it so you get burnt parts like that. So don't wrap the corn in anything, just put it in the husk naturally, just like so. 20 minutes on each side, and then you're done. Easy as that. All right, at the fair, we grill our corn in our machine. At home, you're going to grill it on the grill outside, and it's going to turn black like this, just like so. Now at the fair, we normally would peel this back and we dip it in butter. Now a few years ago, we decided that we're not going to use that anymore. We're going to add something to our menu, and we decided to do street corn from Mexico. And that would consist of using mayonnaise infused with lime, cojito cheese. This is a special Mexican cheese. This is shredded cojito cheese. And then we're going to top it off with a little cayenne pepper, a little spice. Okay? So, corn is hot off the grill, and we're going to peel it down. Hot, hot, hot. All right? And my assistant's going to wrap it.
This is the job that Elias had for many years at the fair. He would be the corn wrapper.
Corn wrapper.
See how far he's come?
Okay? Then we take a brush.
But you forgot to tell them that we have two different varieties, and we're going to do half-half right now.
Oh, that's right. So we're going to do half of it as a street corn, and the other half we came up with a different idea. Is we use the mayo and hot flaming Cheetos, and we crush them up, and we're going to do half and half on this corn. So one side of it's going to be the street corn, the other side is going to be the Cheetos hot flaming corn. So first step is the mayonnaise. Now I know what you're thinking, ew, mayonnaise on corn. This is the best thing out there. Once you try it,
It's not just a regular mayonnaise. It's infused with lime juice and other spices.
Alright, so I put a generous amount of mayonnaise on there. And now I'm going to take the cojito cheese and I'm going to sprinkle the cojito cheese on there like so. Don't mind my hands, I have clean gloves on. Okay, so this half is going to be the cojito cheese. On the other half, we're going to put the Flaming Hot Cheetos. Alright. We top that off with some cayenne pepper. Oh, that's it. So now I got a Mexican street corn on one side and a Flaming Hot Cheeto corn on the other side. Elias, you first. Try it out. You first. Elias, you first. No, you got it. It's so good. That's the best. Try it, Jake.
No, I'm good, thanks.
Good luck, guys. Have fun.
So you just saw the video of how we do it at the fair and how we make cotton candy burritos at the fair. Now, you're probably thinking, well, I don't have a cotton candy machine and I'll never be able to make it at home, but they are actually very easy to make at home. You can buy cotton candy from the stores that's already made in packages, and then we have different kinds of toppings. So we're going to make one right now.
All right, so get your cotton candy out of the bag, all right? And it doesn't have to be real fluffy because we're going to smush this down anyways. And you're going to lay it out on the parchment paper. So you're going to take wax paper or parchment paper, whatever you call it in your part of the country, and you're going to lay it out like so. And then we're going to top it with some ice cream. Now I like mint chocolate chip, so I'm going to scoop some mint chocolate chip ice cream and I'm going to put it right there. Make a good one. Elias is probably going to eat this one. Okay. I got my ice cream laid out in the middle. And now I'm going to do some toppings. I like some M&Ms. Okay.
And you can choose a syrup, so we're putting some chocolate syrup on top.
Yes. And marshmallows. Just little mini marshmallows. Like so. Now, you're going to use the parchment paper to help you wrap the whole thing up and make yourself, keep the toppings in there, a nice little burrito, like so.
And we twist the end so that it holds it all together.
And then I take my knife and I cut it, and there's my cotton candy burrito. Elias, that one's yours.
Believe it or not, at the fair, the #1 seller for toppings, we put different kinds of cereal inside. So it's like Fruity Pebbles or Captain Crunch cereals, and that's what people like more than the candy, actually. Pretty good.
Good.